What's up guys, Kizzle here and welcome back to another episode of this My Player Career. After the last episode then we're beginning to get a little bit frustrated with the way that things are going at Accrington. We're showing some real inconsistent form, we're getting good results, getting bad results, drawing games. It's just really difficult to put any sort of form together both individually and as a team. So we're getting annoyed with that. And we're also getting annoyed with playing as a lone striker in this 4-4-1-1 formation, but even more annoying is the fact that for the next game here against Stevenage, as you can see, we didn't even get selected. So it's bad enough playing as a lone striker constantly, but it's even worse not to be selected, and we've lost the game. So more disappointment for us here at Accrington at the moment. We are in November, or coming up to November I should say, so we don't need to make any rash decisions. We've got a little bit of time before the January transfer window opens to think about where we see ourselves and what we want to do with our future. But next up we have a home game now, away game against Plymouth Argyle, and you can see we are back in the starting 11, of course playing as that lone striker, so hopefully things can go a bit better for us today. So we're looking to get ourselves off to a flyer here. 1 minute in, we play some really decent football, and listen out for the commentary glitch here. The ball hits the side netting but the commentator thinks it goes in. What's all that about? What is that about? Horrendous. Good old EA, reliable as ever. But more importantly than the glitch is the fact we played some decent football there. So really pleasing so early on in the game. And just inside 5 minutes still, we picked the ball up on the left-hand side. Cut inside on our right foot. We've got very little in terms of support. We cut inside, try and get the shot away. It is blocked. We could have gone down and got a penalty there, but we battle very well, win the ball back. Windass finds us on the edge of the box. We have another effort on goal, but it is blocked again. And still Plymouth do not get their lines clear. It's going to be a chance for Proctor. Again, I think this time shot just deflects wide. But from the resulting corner, we lurk on the edge of the box. The ball is taken away from us by a teammate, but we're going to call for it in space here. We work it well. We work the ball outside to Windass again. He picks us out on the edge of the box again. We try a finesser, and how about that for a finish? We don't score many long shots. We certainly haven't scored many finesse goals so far in this series, but that is one of them, and we're going to point at the Plymouth fans just to wind them up a little bit. But look at the replay here. Use the defender as a shield and just curl the ball around him into the top corner. We don't get many goals like that, so that was really pleasing. However, what was not pleasing is the ease at which Plymouth were able to cut through our defence. Almost got themselves back level inside the half-hour mark, but luckily Alessandra could not finish. And just before half-time, Plymouth really do take control of this game. You can see they're working the ball around really nicely here. The ball is eventually played wide to Reed. He fires it across goal. It looks to be a certain goal, but Proctor, with some committed defending, manages to divert the ball away from the feet of the attacker out for a corner. And then we come forward on a bit of a counter-attack after a lot of pressure. You can see absolutely no one up with us. We try and cut inside onto our right foot and get the shot away. But good defending from one end and some more good defending at the other keeps the score at 1-0. But we move into the second half now, and we sort of regain control of this game a little bit. We've picked up the ball there, and we kind of wasted possession, hitting a shot from around about 25-30 yards on our weaker left foot, which was a real waste. Very disappointed with that, actually. It just floated over the bar. Keeper just watched it sail over. But into the second half, even further, about 15 minutes to play now. Portsmouth really had some opportunities to get an effort away on goal, but they were just so reluctant to shoot. You can see here several sightings at goal, but they just continue to pass the ball around. And then some good, I don't know what we're up to there, trying to tackle back like that, but some good defensive pressure forces them to go all the way back. We thought the danger was cleared, however, they work it back inside really well. They pick up the ball, we've got a lot of space here, and work it through the defence. Again, it's touched on eventually to Reed. His effort hits the top of the crossbar and goes over, so a real let-off for us. But moving into stoppage time now, we've got just a couple of seconds to hang on. Surely the ball finds its way to the back post. Alessandra, he cuts it back for Mella, and his effort is horrendous, and luckily for us that was the last effort of the game, so we managed to pick up, thanks to our beautifully finessed strike from the edge of the box, we managed to pick up a very good 3 points. And more pleasing from a personal point of view as well, we got a rating of 7.5. we got on the score sheet. That was a good game for us, I must say. I wasn't expecting to get anything away from home against Plymouth, but we did. We ground out the result, and we got another game here. We're going to jump straight into the action. We are starting up front, of course, 4-4-1-1 formation again. This time we're at home to Morecambe, who, according to FIFA, are our fierce rivals. Now, I know they're fairly close to each other, but I don't think it's a fierce rivalry. But, of course, we looked at the objectives at the start of the season, and they said they wanted a good performance in this game. You can see they're in 11th place, 3 points ahead of us, so only 3 points separate us, but 7 league places. So this would be a good result. We would jump up quite high in the table should we get a win here, but Early signs are not good. 3 minutes in, Morecambe work the ball very well inside and have an effort from around about 25 yards, which goes wide of the mark, and they continue to control this game, passing the ball around really nicely. A lot of good one-touch stuff. This time the effort from the striker is saved by Tony Warner, and we smash the ball out of danger for a corner. But we have a rare attack, our first one coming just after the half-hour mark. We try and smash the effort. It looks to be heading goal-bound. But it deflects wide off the defender, and as we have a look at the replay, he's falling back and the ball seems to be heading into the corner but is blocked by his hand. Unfortunately, handballs are not on throughout this series, so we're really unfortunate not to get a goal, but here we rectify that situation. We were played through very nicely. The first touch was good and the finish was even better. Really good through pass, a really well timed run, and some more really good football. We just take the touch with our left and then hit the ball quickly, which I think takes the goalkeeper by surprise for our 4th league goal of the season. And we got a little bit of a confidence booster following that goal because we started to perform very well indeed. We picked the ball up on the edge, sidestep one defender, and then we go down right on the edge of the area. The referee comes running over, points for a free kick, which we are going to take ourselves. Are we the next Ginger David Beckham? Absolutely not, because we've hit the wall. We need to work on our free kicks so bad. We've had a couple of efforts this season, but nothing's come from any of them. But we work it again in the second half here. We have an effort from distance, which is well saved from the goalkeeper. We're having a real big influence on this game, which is pleasing as it's a little bit of a derby. So we really do want to make a statement here, and they don't really know how to deal with us. They've started to resort to fouling, to dirty tackles, dirty tactics. You saw that one there. That was horrendous. And from the free kick, Maguire had the effort to double our lead with a header, but he couldn't get it on target. And then Morecambe had a rare attack now. The ball come into the box. It is headed down, and then the striker just pulls away from the defender. It was a very good run, even. We waited for the offside flag to go up. It didn't come, and Morecambe get themselves level just 20 minutes from time. But it really is a super goal. The way the strikers combined there, and the commitment and determination just to get there, even though it's from a tight angle, to get the diving header to force it into the roof of the net. Really well played. And there, you saw it on the screen, a really disappointing finish from us. We've done the hard bit, we worked the space for ourselves, and as we look at the replay, you can see just how bad it is. Absolutely nowhere near the target. We really should be doing better from that sort of distance. But the game really began to open up as both sides went for the win. Kind of 8 minutes left now, so a goal from either side would surely be the winning goal. They have a good chance to get it. It's Ellison there that just gets his head onto the ball, but it goes harmlessly over the bar. Just 2 minutes left now, so we've got one last chance maybe. We get the ball on the edge of the area, play the ball this time to, I can't see who the teammate was, but the effort from distance was saved. It was heading right for the top corner and even deeper into stoppage time now. Surely we're going to get the winner. No, it is saved, and then the rebound from the teammate. He had the whole goal to aim at McCartan. Shane McCartan, you can see from the replay, the defender was on the floor. All he had to do was just hit any area of the goal apart from the area that he did hit. It hit the defender in the face. They knew nothing about it, and the ball goes over. Was that our last chance, or were we going to get one more? We come short for the corner in stoppage time. We sidestep the defender, and he brings us down, and the referee points straight to the spot. And I know from previous that we may be on penalty duty, so we're going to have to keep an eye out to see if it will be us who takes it. Mark Hughes, the defender, has been booked. It's irrelevant at this stage in the game. Surely he won't get timed for a second yellow, but we are on penalty duty. So the biggest moment of our Accrington Stanley career so far in the derby game, deep into stoppage time. We have the chance to be a hero. Up we step, ball is on the spot. We haven't taken a penalty before, so it'll give us a chance. That green bar is not massive, but we managed to stop it in the middle. We're going to go top right-hand corner. The keeper pulls off a fantastic save, and the header from the rebound we couldn't win. Morecambe get it clear. We try and win it back, but the final whistle goes, so no chance of us being the hero today. A really disappointing end to what was a decent match in truth. And you can see us walking off the pitch there. Feel like public enemy number one in this stadium at the moment, but we have to remember we did play okay. We did get ourselves on the score sheet, and we had a bit of an influence in that game as well. Rating of 6.9, so again above our objective, but the pleasing thing is we've now scored in consecutive games, so we are starting to hit a run of form. So it was even more surprising that when we saw the team sheet for the next game away at Northampton, it was on a Monday night. Whether that makes a difference to our fitness or not, I'm not sure, but we were not selected, and I couldn't believe it. Just as we started to show a bit of form, a bit of consistency, the run is ended and we are dropped from the side. But the team didn't let that get to them. They managed to get the 2-0 win without us, which of course we are pleased with. We want to finish as high up the table as possible and put some pressure on the teams above us. We are going to have a look at how we did set against our objectives. The objective was to get a minimum rating of 6. We got 7.2. They wanted 1 goal from those 4 games. We managed to get 2 despite not playing in 2 of them. And we maintained a conversion rate of 20%. Them objectives, they are the same objectives that get set for us every 4 games, and we seem to be hitting them regularly, which is very pleasing from a personal point of view. So as you can see there, confirmation, the next 4 games, the same objectives. But we got some tricky fixtures. Portsmouth, one of the bigger sides in League 2. An away trip to Newport, an away trip to, obviously, Wimbledon as well, who are a massive club, well supported, as well as a home game in there against Luton. But we're going to end with a look at the league table, and you can see with those wins, or with those points rather, we have moved up to 11th in the table, and we are now just 5 points off a playoff place. So things going much, much better for us now, even though we were dropped from the side. So still frustrating, even though we're managing to climb the table. It shouldn't be the case, but we'll just keep plodding along until January at least, weigh up our future and see what we want to do, make a decision based on how the next few weeks go. But that's going to bring the episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter, links in the description, and we'll see you again next time.